My sweet suffering, all my soul.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at a bit of happier news surrounding the Digimon card game. You can probably tell from the thumbnail and the title of the video what we're going to be talking about, so I'm not going to dress it up. We are going to be reading an article, again verbatim, from With the Will, who this news comes from, and I'm just going to give my own thoughts on it and just see what we think, because I think there's a lot of good here, and I think there's a good bit of potential for the game, and I do think it shows how seriously Bandai are taking it, and that can only lead to an overall healthier game, and hopefully they've got eyes on a localization with this. So green, purple, and black Digimon card game starter decks on November 27th. So that would put us a month out from Union Impact, which releases October 30th. A number of Japanese card shops have begun selling pre-orders for new unannounced starter decks for the Digimon card game. No import-friendly pre-orders yet, but hopefully soon. I will be keeping an eye on that, usually through Amazon Japan or Hobby League or Hobby Link. There will be outlets. I'm hoping what I reported on yesterday with Japan You Want is just an outlier. But anyway, since this is early information, best to take it as cards subject to change or with a pinch of salt. But with multiple stores in Japan selling pre-orders, it's likely from a sales sheet, so hopefully we'll get an image of that soon, and some art of the box covers, because that would be nice and validate the article, I guess, and just put a bit more truth to the matter. Well, I mean, it would just outright confirm it, so I'm getting off track. So yeah, it appears the first one to put up the information was Dual Guard, and the starter decks will again be 500 yen, so about $5. And the decks should be 54 card decks made from 16 cards with the same rarity distribution as the first 3 starter decks. So that would give us 7 common, 5 uncommon, 3 rare, and 1 super rare. The decks feature the 3 colors that don't have starter decks yet: green, purple, and black, with the deck names appearing to be Giga Green, Venom Violet, and Mugen Black, with the naming scheme appearing to match those of the first 3 decks. So part of an attack name of the box cover Digimon plus the deck color. The names would seemingly give more than big clues as to who we might expect the decks to revolve around. So yeah, Giga Green seems to be relating back to Heracles Kabuterimon, which I think is funny given my Yamato and Takeru unboxings. I scoffed at the idea that Takeru had a deck before Koshiro or Mimi, considering at time of recording Takeru hasn't even appeared in the show yet. So him getting a starter deck in the first 3 sets just seemed funny. So hopefully Giga Green centers around Tentomon and Palmon a bit. I'm not sure who the third one might be. Your guess is as good as mine on that. Venom Violet seems to center, or would seemingly appear to center around Venom Vamdaemon, with Venom Infusion, I guess, being the idea there. With Giga for Heracles Kabuterimon being Giga Buster. So I think that's his attack name, Giga Buster. I'll have it up on the screen if I'm wrong. And then Mugen Black would relate back to Mugen Draymon. Sorry. Mugen Dramon. Sorry. The Draymon part of its name. We'll get to that in a later stream. That's a reference, and I didn't mean for that to slip out. That was a Freudian slip, I guess. But Mugen Dramon will be the third one by the looks of it. So Mugen Cannon or Infinity Cannon. So interesting ideas there. I'm hoping that the Tamers for the Violet and Black decks Oh, there's my phone disconnecting and reconnecting. Lovely. So I'm hoping that the Violet and Black decks don't recycle Tamers. I think it's fairly obvious that the Giga Green will have Koshiro as the main Tamer, similarly as Gaia Red had Taichi, Cocutus Blue had Yamato, and Heaven's Yellow had Takeru. I think it's if this is true, Giga Green would have Koshiro as its main Tamer, because otherwise it would be Forbidden Green if it was Rosemon or Mimi. That's a much better name, isn't it, though? Forbidden Green. Just makes you want it more. But I am curious what they would do for Tamer cards with the Venom Violet and Mugen Black decks. Mugen Black, this is more of a pipe dream of mine, but there is precedence for it. I would love to see the Tamer cards be Mameo from Digimon World, either in his original Digimon World art or his Digimon World Next Order more grown up form. I think that would be really cool, and I mean, there is precedence for it. Ultimate Power gave us Taiga and Rina from Digimon World Redigitized Decode. Geez, say that name 5 times fast. But anyway, yeah, gave us the Tamers from Redigitized and Redigitized Decode. So there is precedence for putting video game Tamers into sets, you know, maybe. But Venom Violet is kind of an outlier there. I don't want them to recycle Yamato or Taichi. I don't want a purple Yamato in the Venom Vamdemon deck or a black Taichi in the Mugen Dramon deck, you know, or recycle Tamers that didn't get to appear in the main color. So I don't want purple Sora or black Joe or something to that effect. I would love for them to be different. I just don't know how likely it is, because they are obviously going to milk the Tamers that we're seeing on screen currently through the Adventure 2020 anime. 6 starter decks, 6 Tamers. I mean, it could very well, but so Taichi, Yamato, Takeru get the first 3, Koshiro, Sora, Mimi get the other 3. I could see them doing it. I don't know how that would work, because for argument's sake, you couldn't have a black Mimi, because that goes against the whole thesis of her character, and even I just couldn't see a black Palmon card, you know, or a black. No, I mean, look, it's a card game. All things are possible. But if you're theming it around Mugen Dramon or Machine Dramon, I don't know how likely that is. So I'm kind of hoping they don't go down that road of just reshuffling the Tamers just to cram the cards in there. I would love to see them do something different, and seeing Mameo on the front of a starter deck box would be pretty damn sweet, let's be fair. As much as I would love to see So and Sayo in the next booster box, that'd be cool. Seeing Mayo, the original video game Tamer, the one everybody remembers from Digimon World 1, or Hero, as I sometimes see him called. I think, was that his original name, and then Next Order retconned him to be Mameo? My memory's a bit dodgy there, but I just know him as Mameo more so for Next Order. I don't really remember him having a name in the original Digimon World game, but that's my old man memory, or lack of in this case. Anyway, bad jokes aside, yeah, so the release date is looking to be November 27th, a month after the Union Impact booster. Do keep an eye out on places like HobbyLink Japan or Amazon Japan, or anywhere import friendly that unfortunately isn't Japan you want anymore. Hopefully they're an outlier, or if they are facing difficulties, or orders from higher ups, hopefully those issues have been resolved by the time these are publicly announced, if again, their existence is to be believed. So let me know what you guys think down below. Who do you think the Tamers would be for the purple and black decks? Do you think they're just going to squeeze the other three? Actually, no, and even then I'm wrong, because Takaru isn't one of the main 6. So even my theory there about them squeezing the 6 Tamers into the 6 decks is sort of blown out the window already. So hopefully that's not the route they go down, but who do you think they will put in as the Tamer? Or maybe will these decks not even have Tamer cards? That'd be very strange, wouldn't it? Would you have to make do with black and violet Tamers from the booster sets? Oh. Huh. Let me know what you guys think down below. But the other point I wanted to touch on is I do think this is very healthy for the game overall, and it does show that Bandai is serious about it. With 3 booster boxes coming out, this year alone, and then potentially 6 starter decks. And then we've got those promo packs. I still need to try and get my hands on the black and purple promo pack. We'll see how lucky I am on that one. It doesn't seem as readily available as the booster 0.0 or the promo 0.0 pack was. Heck, I got mine with a Digivice, so I didn't really have to work for that one. So it's going to be very interesting, I guess is the word, to see if I can get my hands on that, because if I don't, it's probably going to shoot up in price, because it'll just get rarer and rarer if it's less readily available. So I'll have to try and get my hands on that shortly, especially if we've got a purple and black deck coming out. So yeah, but that's for me to worry about. Although if you want to help contribute towards that, there are links in the description down below. Anyway, but yeah, no, overall I think it's healthy for the game. We've got more cards coming into the card pool, which means more strategic elements. Maybe the how to play phone app will get updated with these new decks, so maybe we can get a preview of the new decks through that. Yeah, that'd be fun. The Dragon Ball, from what I've heard anyway, I don't play the Dragon Ball game, but from what I heard, as new starter decks come out for that game, their how to play app updates for the new starter decks as well. So hopefully they'll give that same love to the Digimon card game, and we can get a preview of what to expect via the application. That'd be really fun. But I'll leave it off there. Thank you very much for listening to me ramble for these few minutes. Let me know your hopes and dreams for these decks down below. What do you think they're going to do with the Tamers? What monsters are you looking forward to the most? Do you think maybe they'll go crazy with it, or do you think there'll be anything, or will it just be kind of bog standard? What sort of effects maybe are you looking for? What Digimon in particular? Who do you think would fit what deck best? All that stuff. It'll be fun to have a conversation on it, so drop your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Hit the like button a odd number of times, specifically an odd number of times, that way it stays blue. And I will talk to you all soon. Have yourselves a fantastic time, whatever you're up to. Wishing you the best, and I'll see you next video. Take care, and bye-bye.